She stole her sister's husband, but didn't expect. What came next? Emma and Olivia were not just sisters, they were best friends. Growing up in a small town in North Carolina, the two girls shared everything: secrets, dreams, clothes, even a diary. Olivia, the older one, was calm, graceful, and deeply caring. Emma, younger by 3 years, was fiery, bold, and ambitious. Despite their differences, they protected one another fiercely. But the problem is some bonds break when jealousy enters the picture. Olivia married Daniel at 26. He was kind, soft-spoken, and adored Olivia. Emma had always admired Daniel from afar, often joking about how lucky Olivia was. The couple seemed perfect. Emma stayed close, visiting often, babysitting their little girl, and laughing at Daniel's dad jokes. No one suspected a thing. But deep inside, Emma had developed feelings, strong ones. She didn't want to. She tried to ignore them. But every time Daniel spoke kindly to her, every time he helped her with groceries or complimented her new dress, something inside her stirred. She started comparing every man she dated to him, and none measured up. Then came the moment that changed everything. Olivia had gone out of town for a work trip, and Daniel asked Emma to help watch their daughter for a night. That night, after the child was asleep, wine was opened, laughter flowed, and a line was crossed. What started as a mistake became a secret. Daniel tried to stop it, claiming it was wrong, but Emma kept coming back. The excitement, the danger, the thrill of having what wasn't hers, it consumed her. Daniel, weak in guilt and temptation, didn't resist hard enough. Olivia remained unaware, trusting both of them blindly. Emma convinced herself she was in love. She told herself that Olivia never really appreciated Daniel, that she and Daniel were meant to be. She started imagining a life with him, a life where she wasn't the side character, but the star. Her jealousy twisted her thoughts until betrayal no longer felt like betrayal. But Daniel was conflicted. His guilt weighed heavily. He avoided looking into Olivia's eyes, flinched at their daughter's hugs, and started drinking more. Emma noticed, but she didn't stop. She wanted him all to herself. Then Olivia announced something that shattered Emma's dream. "I'm pregnant," she said one evening, beaming. Daniel froze. Emma's world collapsed. The news hit Emma like a punch. She tried to smile, forced a hug, and pretended to be happy. But that night she called Daniel. "You need to choose," she whispered. "You can't keep doing this." Daniel didn't answer. He hung up. That was the first time he ignored her. Emma panicked. She felt like her world was slipping. The man she loved was now a father-to-be again, with her sister. Days turned into weeks. Daniel stopped replying to texts. He avoided her. The betrayal she had committed began turning into a silent punishment. Unable to bear it, Emma made a decision. She called Olivia and invited her over, saying she needed to talk. When Olivia arrived, Emma was trembling. "I'm sorry," she began, her voice cracking. "But you need to know something." She confessed everything. Every secret meeting, every lie, every touch. Olivia listened in silence, her face pale, her hands clenched. When Emma finished, Olivia stood up, wiped a tear, and said calmly, "You didn't just steal my husband. You destroyed our family." Olivia left without another word. Within days, she moved out of the house and filed for divorce. Daniel lost custody rights temporarily due to emotional instability. The community found out, and judgment followed. Friends turned distant. Whispers followed Emma everywhere. Daniel tried reaching out to Olivia, begging for forgiveness. He cried at her doorstep, but she never let him in. Her silence became her strength. She focused on her children, her health, and her job. Emma, on the other hand, was left with a broken reputation, no relationship, and a guilt she couldn't escape. One day, Emma received a letter from Olivia. "I forgave you the day I walked out, not because you deserved it, but because I needed peace. But understand this, you didn't win anything. You lost something pure. Let that stay with you." Emma read the letter again and again. The words haunted her. Months passed. Emma tried dating again, but nothing felt right. Every dinner reminded her of what she did. Every quiet evening echoed Olivia's words. She avoided family gatherings, ashamed of facing her parents. Even her younger brother barely spoke to her. Daniel disappeared. Last she heard, he moved states. He had lost his job and his drinking had worsened. Emma had no one. The dream she once had of love, passion, and taking her sister's place turned to dust. Olivia, meanwhile, began to rise. She started blogging about motherhood, healing, and betrayal. Her posts gained traction. Women around the country found strength in her words. She turned her pain into purpose. She wrote a book, appeared in interviews, and became a voice of resilience. Emma watched from the sidelines, torn between pride and shame. Her sister had become what she never could, strong, wise, and loved. Emma finally understood what she had destroyed, a bond that was once unbreakable. And she knew she could never fix it. Emma moved to a new city, hoping to start over. But she carried the past with her. Every friend she made, every man she met, she feared they'd find out what she had done. She became quieter, more guarded. Trust no longer came easily, and guilt never let her sleep fully. One day she received a package. Inside was a copy of Olivia's book titled "Burned Bridges, Brighter Paths." The dedication read, "To every woman who lost herself, and to every woman who found her way again." Emma cried for hours, not out of anger, but out of deep regret. She finally saw Olivia not just as a sister, but as a woman who had overcome the very storm Emma created. She sent Olivia a letter, not asking for forgiveness, but simply saying, "Thank you for surviving me. Thank you for becoming stronger than my betrayal." She never received a reply. But for the first time, Emma didn't expect one. Because she finally understood, some wounds heal, but some losses stay. And betrayal, no matter how deep the regret, always comes with a price.